Have you ever wondered if your imagination is more than just fantasy? What if the silent images you hold, the ones you never speak, are actively shaping your reality? And even more, what if they're shaping you in return? In this video, you'll discover how your inner world quietly echoes into the universe and how what you imagine begins to imagine you back. We'll explore a path of manifestation that doesn't rely on words or effort, but on vibration, stillness, and subtle power. If you've ever felt that your thoughts might hold more influence than you've been told, stay with me. What you're about to learn may change not just what you attract, but who you become. Imagination is far more than a flicker of the mind. It is a current, a subtle electric force that pulses outward into the invisible. Every time you imagine something vividly, you're not simply daydreaming. You are transmitting a signal into the field of potential. Just as radio towers emit specific frequencies to reach certain receivers, so too does your inner vision send out its vibration. In this realm of silent manifestation, the imagination becomes a powerful transmitter, influencing the subtle layers of reality around you. What you hold steadily in your mind begins to weave threads in the unseen. Consider for a moment how artists or inventors visualize their ideas before any physical creation begins. The imagined concept holds energy, intent wrapped in image. This is not fiction, it's foundation. The ancient builders of sacred sites, long before drafting blueprints, visualized their structures in detail, feeling them into existence. In much the same way, your imagination sculpts your inner frequency. And when imagination and emotion intertwine, they amplify the vibration and manifestation process silently. In silence, your imagined world gains form. It may feel internal, even private, but vibration doesn't respect the walls of the mind. It leaks, resonates, and echoes outward. Like a stone dropped into a still lake, the ripples extend far beyond the initial point. And that ripple is your signature, quiet, but deeply felt. The imagination is not passive. It's an act of creation humming beneath your awareness, waiting to be mirrored back. Reality, in its deepest essence, is not separate from you. It is a mirror. It doesn't reflect your fleeting wishes or surface-level thoughts, but rather the vibration you consistently emit beneath the noise. Like a still pond reflects the sky, your life reflects your inner state with remarkable precision. This is not punishment or reward. It is resonance. Through the lens of silent manifestation, what you consistently hold within becomes the substance of your external world. Imagine walking into a room filled with tuning forks. Strike one, and others vibrating at the same frequency begin to hum in response. This is how your reality works. It responds to the resonance of your being. When you hold images of lack, doubt, or chaos, even quietly, the outer world begins to hum with matching tones. The universe is always listening, not to your words, but to your silent song. This is the quiet law of vibration and manifestation. Your imagination plays a pivotal role here. When your visions are emotionally charged and sustained, the mirror sharpens its clarity. Reality ceases to feel random and begins to feel responsive. You may notice events, people, and signs appearing that reflect your inner narrative, sometimes in ways that feel eerily precise. But remember, this isn't magic. It is law. And if reality mirrors you, then who are you being in your silence? Silent manifestation is the art of creating without speaking, a path walked not with words, but with presence. It's not about repeating affirmations aloud or shouting your desires to the universe. Instead, it's about aligning your inner world so precisely that the outer begins to shift in response. In this space, stillness becomes your canvas, and your frequency, your brush. Silent manifestation works through your dominant vibration, not your declarations. To manifest in silence is to understand that energy speaks louder than language. Think of someone who enters a room and shifts the mood without saying a word. It's not what they say, but what they carry. You too are constantly radiating your state of being. When you embody calm clarity, Your desires are whispered through your vibration. This subtle art is what separates effortful action from graceful attraction. It is the mastery of becoming a magnet without movement. Unlike traditional manifestation methods that rely on repetition, silent manifestation teaches that presence is the method. You don't beg, you don't chase, you become. Through still imagination, deep emotional resonance, and quiet confidence, your desires begin to arrange themselves around you. There is a power here, quiet but unmistakable. And as your vibration shifts inwards, so too do the visions that begin to appear in the mind. Your vibration acts as a filter for the images your mind can access. Just as a radio only picks up stations that match its frequency, your imagination tunes in to possibilities aligned with your current state of being. When you're in a state of fear, your inner images tend to mirror threat or limitation, but shift into peace, and suddenly, new paths, new ideas, and even new futures reveal themselves. This is the silent interplay between vibration and imagination. Have you ever noticed how, in moments of deep stillness or joy, your mind drifts toward visions of abundance, harmony, or inspiration? That isn't coincidence, it's resonance. In the realm of silent manifestation, it becomes clear. Your emotional state sculpts the raw material of thought. The clearer and higher the vibration, the more empowering the image. The mind is not an isolated creator. It is a receiver, shaped by the frequency of the soul. The quality of your mental imagery tells you everything about your inner field. You don't need to force visualization. You simply raise your vibration, and the images align naturally. This is where the silent path becomes so potent. Instead of chasing thoughts, you shift your frequency and let the images come to you. The 369 manifestation method taps into this, using vibrational repetition to shape thought into form. Inner stillness is not emptiness, it is signal clarity. In the silent landscape of your being, every thought, feeling, and vision can be broadcast without distortion. Just as a radio transmits most cleanly when undisturbed by static, your inner world sends out its clearest vibration in stillness. This is the quiet power behind silent manifestation. When your mind is still, your intention becomes a sharp frequency that speaks directly to the field of reality. Think of a satellite dish pointing toward the sky. If it's jittery or misaligned, the signal scatters. But when it's still and precise, it connects instantly. Your inner state works the same way. Stillness isn't passive. It's a kind of focused alertness, a sacred presence where your desires become infused with coherence. In that stillness, what you silently imagine begins to echo far beyond the mind, rippling outward with intention. In such moments, you are no longer simply thinking, you are transmitting. And what's more, the universe begins to respond in kind. You may notice synchronicities increase, inner calm deepen, and your vision gaining momentum without outward action. This is the subtle architecture of vibration and manifestation. From stillness, form arises, not through struggle, but through silent attunement to your desired outcome. Every thought charged with feeling is like a note struck in the unseen, and when repeated, it begins to shape what we call reality. Frequency is the architecture behind form. It's the invisible blueprint that matter obediently follows. The more sustained and coherent the frequency, the more tangible the outcome. This is why silent manifestation works not through occasional desire, but through consistent vibrational presence. What you feel repeatedly, you invite into form. Imagine a tuning fork held close to a still pool. The longer it hums, the more ripples it generates until the water begins to dance in response. Your inner frequency acts the same way. A fleeting thought may fade, but a deeply held vibration, especially when joined with vivid imagery, begins to crystallize. In the realm of vibration and manifestation, form doesn't lead, it follows. You're not asking the world to change, you're changing what the world responds to. This is where still imagination becomes your tool of construction. Rather than visualizing frantically, you hold the feeling of the outcome as already alive within. The outer world, slowly but surely, bends to match the structure you've been silently broadcasting. Over time, you will see this unfold as encounters, opportunities, and outcomes that feel meant to be. Yet they are not coincidence. They are resonance becoming form. Thoughts are not isolated events. They are part of a continuous cycle. What you think feeds into how you feel, and how you feel tunes the vibration you emit. That vibration then shapes your perception and invites matching experiences, which in turn confirm the original thought. This is the feedback loop, quiet, persistent, and profoundly influential. Within the art of silent manifestation, understanding this loop is key to conscious creation. It's like looking into a hall of mirrors. The more you think a thought, "I am limited," or "I am worthy," the more life shows you evidence to agree. The echo strengthens and the loop continues. But when you intervene at the vibrational level, even with a simple, silent shift in emotional tone, the loop weakens. Thought is not the end. It's the beginning of a vibration that can be rerouted with gentle awareness and practice. Through intentional silence, you interrupt the noise and retune the signal. By imagining with calm, charged clarity, you send a new frequency into the field, and life, always listening, begins to respond in kind. This is why the loop can work either way, unconsciously or consciously. And as you become the observer of this feedback, you also become its director. This prepares the ground for understanding how methods like 369 manifestation quietly bend the loop toward intention. The 369 manifestation method is more than a routine. It's a vibrational code, rooted in the teachings of Nikola Tesla, who claimed that if you knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe. This practice uses repetition and intention to amplify thought into frequency. When used in silence, it becomes a sacred rhythm, a quiet alignment between mind, emotion, and energy. You're not repeating to convince the world, but to synchronize with it. The numbers themselves hold symbolic resonance. The number 3 represents creation, 6 stands for flow and harmony, and 9 symbolizes completion. When these are paired with intention and stillness, they operate like a tuning fork, gradually bringing your vibration into coherence with your desired outcome. Silent manifestation enhances this process, as the absence of noise allows the energetic imprint to strengthen without resistance. Picture a mantra that's not spoken, but felt. That is the essence of 369 when practiced in stillness. It's a vibrational map disguised as a sequence, guiding you through repetition, emotion, and visualization, all without a word. With every silent repetition, the signal becomes clearer and the mirror of reality more responsive. And just beyond that rhythm lies the most profound question of all. Who are you becoming in this still, imagined space? In the silent space of your mind, you are not merely imagining outcomes, you are becoming them. The images you return to, the ones you feel most deeply, begin to shape not just your desires, but yourself. With each repetition, identity forms, quietly but unshakably. Silent manifestation is not about attracting what you want, but about embodying who you must be to align with it. The inner world creates the outer, but it does so through you. Think of an actor who, before stepping on stage, lives as the character in silence, thinking, feeling, walking like them. Eventually, the performance becomes second nature. In the same way, the version of yourself you hold in imagination becomes a magnetic identity. When you vibrate at that level consistently, the world adjusts. You no longer chase the experience, you wear it. And that energetic embodiment is what calls your reality into form. So ask yourself, who are you imagining yourself to be when no one is watching? Not just once, but over time. Who do you return to in silence? That is the true you. Not the mask worn in public, but the identity crafted in the quiet hours of thought. This imagined self is not fiction, it is becoming. And with every vibrational imprint, it steps closer to reality, preparing to meet you in the mirror of your world. So, if your imagination is silently shaping your vibration, and your vibration is quietly building your world, What images are you allowing to live within you? What patterns are you rehearsing in stillness, day after day? Could it be that your next reality is already forming, from the identity you silently rehearse? I'd love to hear your thoughts. What part of today's video resonated most with you? Drop it in the comments and let's expand this dialogue together. If you felt the shift today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a moment of inner transformation through silent manifestation and vibration.